Hi, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner, and I almost started this video with only one earring in. This will be an update from my deck of panning project pan, which is created by Emily from Emily and Max. She will be in my description box, so please check her channel out if somehow you haven't already, and also click the hashtag that will be in the title and the description box if you want to see other people who are doing this project. This is the final update before the finale because this project ends on December 20th. So we're at, the final stage of all of our products that we have in this project, but I actually have 2 rollouts. And I said last time that I thought potentially I would have 2 rollouts, but they're not the exact same ones that I thought I was gonna have. So I'll just get started. The angle might have changed. I realized I hadn't marked any of my items on my piece of paper, so I'll just start with those, and those are also the products that have been in the longest. And the first one is for the prompt phone a friend, and I chose, well, my friends chose for me to pan an eyeliner, so I chose my Urban Decay 24/7 blah blah blah. This is black eyeliner in the shade 0, and this has been a struggle for me to pan for a very long time because my attention has been split so much and I haven't been doing makeup as often as usual. But as you can see, I have barely anything left, and here's what it looks like on the piece of paper. So only this much left. I don't know why I always hold it on this side on my left instead of my right. This is how much is left, and as you can see, I did make a really big jump from last time, which I was really pleased with myself about. I'm not wearing it right now, but this is the eyeliner that I have been wearing most of the time that I've been doing my makeup, because for a while, until like the past few days, I was like just not really interested in makeup that much. I've had like a lot going on in my life recently. So pretty much all I was doing was putting on like this bold red lipstick, some eyeliner and mascara, and brows. I would like run a brow gel through my eyebrows, so that was all I was doing for a very long time this past month. And I used this one pretty much every time I did that, so I got a lot of use on this one. I didn't get as much use on my other eyeliner because of that, but this project ends before the one that's in ends, so I don't really mind anyway. But anyway, I'm here to talk about this one. I definitely will be able to finish this by the end of the project. Last update I said I didn't know if I was going to be able to finish it, but the last time I sharpened this, it was really hard to sharpen, and I think part of that was because of these like obnoxious nails I have. They were just like getting in the way. But even once I get rid of these nails, which hopefully is going to be very soon because they're like growing out a lot, I think even once I get rid of the nails, it will still be very difficult for me to sharpen. So I honestly think I'll only be able to sharpen this one more time with like how short it is when I put it into the sharpener. So yeah, if that's the case, I will only have like maybe a handful of uses left once I sharpen it, so I know I'll be able to finish this by the end of the project next month. The next item is for the prompt matte, which I think I rolled in at the same time as the eyeliner, but this one is nowhere near done. We all knew that was going to be the case, so I chose my Bite Beauty Power Move Lip Crayon in the shade Calvados, which is a warm brown, and I'm wearing it now on top of the other lip product that I have in this project and underneath the gloss. I was trying to I actually forgot this was in this project. I was just using it because I wanted to make that lipstick a little bit more warm toned, so it would like match the rest of my look and like my shirt, but it didn't really work that well. I think the lipstick was just like way too dark, so it canceled out the lipstick and even the orange gloss that I put on top. But at least I got another use on it, and I was able to make a new line marking for this product. I'm just gonna keep putting the page on this side since that's how I naturally do it. but this is how much product is left in the tube. And as you can see, since I put this in the project, I've made pretty steady, even progress every month. There was only 1 month where I think I wasn't able to make a line marking because it pretty much didn't move at all. But other than that, I've been using the exact same amount of product every single time. I don't know how that's happened because I feel like some months I've used it way more than other months, but that's just how it's going, I guess. And from what's left here, I would say I have like less than half of the amount of product that I started with, so that's good, but I still won't be able to finish this by next month, so I'm not mad about that. I knew that was gonna happen, and I can always keep panning this next year. It doesn't smell bad or anything, and the formula hasn't changed at all, so I know it's not expiring yet. It's just kind of annoying that I've been working on this for 5 months and I've only been able to make like a tiny amount of progress. Oh my goodness, I've had this bubble in my throat the entire time, and I finally got something to drink. That feels so much better though. I feel like I can talk now. Anyway, my last product that is on this piece of paper is what I'm wearing underneath everything that I was just talking about, and that was for the Prompt Lip product. And originally I had in a lip liner, but that was like rancid, so I took it out and replaced it with this NYX Shine Loud whatever duo. It's discontinued anyway, but it has this brown lip liner on one side and this red lip crayon on the other side. But I just use this brown to like fill in my entire lip, as you can see. That was a motorcycle speeding down the road, which they always do, by the way. Anyway, here's what it looks like. And last time I also said I didn't think I was going to be able to finish this product by the end of the year, or the end of the project, but this is rolling out. This is one of the products that's done, and technically it's not 100% done, but with what is left. So I like the last time, or not the last time, before I put this on my lips, basically, I sharpened it, and I could see like at the bottom of where I sharpened, there was white because the product ends right here, and there's like something white underneath whatever is like holding it in there, I guess. And then so I put this all over my lips, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be done now, but I sharpened it a tiny bit one more time to like, because it was like covered in the lipstick and you couldn't see like the white part, and I was, after sharpening it again, I was able to expose like a tiny bit more of this product. So it's definitely not even going to be able to like fill in my, or like fill in all of my lips another time, but I'll be able to use this to line my lips one more time. So I will use it for that, just so I can like actually finish all of the, just so I can actually finish all of the product that is accessible. But I'm rolling this out. I'm not going to keep this in just for that one use. Even though I feel like whatever I roll in, I won't be able to finish anyway, probably. I still want to draw a card because it's fun. So this is rolling out. I will use it that one more time, and I still have this red side to use up, but this side is done, and I wasn't even able to like sharpen it more anyway because the cap pushes all the way to the red part. So yeah, it's done. Next year I want to work on this red part, but I'm putting this away for now. I don't want to see it anymore. Actually, I'm gonna see it one more time because I realized I have to show you the progress on the paper. I didn't do that yet. I've just been measuring this from the bottom of the other side of the cap, so I haven't used this part to make sure this stayed consistent. And this is where it is now, technically done. And I made a huge jump from the last time that I used this, so I was really putting in the work on this pencil. The next product that I'll talk about is the product that I thought I was going to have met my goal on instead of the lip pencil, and that is my Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. This I rolled this in last time, and this was for the prompt wishlist dupe. So basically I put this palette in for a no pan left behind goal, and this is what the palette looks like. And I put this in for the ABH Rose Metals palette that was in my, it's been in my Sephora loves list since it came out, so like over a year now. And I put this in this really stunning, beautiful palette because this also, I like the Rose Metals palette for especially the metallics, but I feel like the entire palette is like a really nice fall color story. And autumnal makeup is my very favorite makeup to do ever in the world. So I put this palette in because this has a very autumnal color theme as well. And I thought if I use this palette, not only would I get use on it, because I got this palette months ago and I hadn't used it yet, so I did need to actually get use on it while the color story was relevant, but also I figured if I used this one, it would like get my head out of the Rose Metals palette, because even though the color stories aren't necessarily similar, they give like the same feeling. So I am happy to say it did work. I took the Rose Metals palette out of my wish list after over a year, and it was partly because I had this palette in and I think it's really beautiful, but it was also just because I've been so overwhelmed with all of the palettes that I've been using and all of the palettes that I have yet to use. A lot of my palettes I didn't use at all this year, so it was the fact that I have so many palettes in projects right now that really pushed me to take it out of my cart. So yeah, I'm really happy to say that at least for the near future, I will not be buying that palette or any eyeshadow palette. And the only color, so I'll tell you what I used. I used this black in my Halloween look, so the one that I did for my Graveyard Project Pan finale. This is the black shadow that I had all over my lid, and I'm using these 4 shades, or I can't count, these 5 shades on my eyes right now. This is all of the eyeshadow that I'm wearing. I used, so the black is called Bonnie, and this shade, Luna, is what I used to set my eyeshadow primer. And I started with Polka Dot in my crease, then I did like the outer corner and my lower lash line with Cupcake here, this dark brown, which is a lot darker on the eyes than it looks in the pan, which I like because I need like something dark to contrast this, so that it actually shows up in my outer corner. And then I also put Polka Dot on my lower lash line to like smoke out this dark brown. And then I kind of just wanted to use this shade, Lorelei, because I figured I wasn't gonna get much use on it otherwise. So I used that kind of to buff my edges out around my entire eye. And then of course I put Gemini all over my lid and also a little bit on my lower lash line, if you can see that, just like in the first third of my lower lash line. And that metallic, I was worried that the like shimmers in here wouldn't be that great, because I know, and this is a reformulated version, but in the first version of the palette, the shimmers, especially that shade Gemini, were just like really bad. So I was hoping that the reformulated version was gonna be decent, and it's way better than decent. I knew the mattes were gonna be great because I love melt mattes in every palette that I've had, but I'm really pleased with this. It's like a, not even really a shimmer, it's like a metallic that shimmers on your eye because there's so much like micro glitter in there. It's really beautiful. I'll take a picture after this video, but it's such a beautiful creamy eyeshadow, but it doesn't look like thick and heavy on your lids either. So I did use like a glitter primer under it, but even just like when I was swatching it with my finger, it felt really nice. And I'm rambling about this palette, but basically I love it so far. The only ones that I have left to use are these 4 greens right here. And I know that'll be super easy to do. I love green eyeshadow. It's pretty much my favorite. So that will definitely be done by the finale. And I'm really glad to have this palette. Melt kind of discontinues a lot of their stuff pretty quickly. I got it at 50% off too, so that was even better. And I'm glad to keep working on this. The last product, which is the second product that I hit my goal on, was for the prompt spray, and for that I chose a perfume sample, and this was the Chanel Chance perfume sample. My goal is to finish this, and as you can see, I did finish this. This was the second perfume that there's like a super tiny bit left, but I can't access it with the sprayer. Nothing. Oh, okay, tiny bit's coming out. There we go. That like minuscule amount just came out. But this was the second perfume that I brought with me on my trip that I took last month. I brought a different vanilla one from a different project. So I finished both of those while I was on my trip. So this was like super easy to use up. It was pretty much the only thing I had because I was using this and the other one mixed together every day. And yeah, I wouldn't buy this again, but strangely enough, this smells almost identical to the perfume that my stepmom wears. This is like her scent. It's not the same one, I asked her, but even she thought it smelled a lot like hers. So that was like really nice because even though I was with her on the trip, so it's not like I needed to remember her, it was just kind of cool. So it's time to draw 2 cards, and again I have my Colorado cards with me. And for proof, here's the Joker. I'm just gonna shuffle these cards really quickly. I'm just gonna edit it out. You're just gonna have to trust me. But once I shuffle, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. I also decided, kind of like last time, unless I actually get the Joker, I'm not gonna do any really difficult prompts. Because there's literally just 1 month left to do this project, so I wouldn't be able to hit any goals, and I don't want to give myself any like dumb goals just so I can hit them by the end of the project. So I'm not going to do any really difficult prompts. Like, I can't do in it for the long haul. Well, I don't know any specifics, but I'll know it when I see it, so I'm not going to do anything really crazy unless I get the Joker. Alrighty. 8 of spades and Jack of diamonds. So I don't remember what a red jack is. I don't know if I think a black jack is phone a friend. So I'm gonna have to check it. I'll be with you in 1 second. Okay, so 8 of spades is vacation or travel, and a red jack is a random letter generator, and Emily didn't have a description for that prompt, so I don't know if it has to be like a specific brand or the shade name or something like that. So whatever letter I get, I'm just gonna choose whatever I want based on that letter. And I pulled up a random letter generator on my old phone because I'm filming on my phone. So let's see what I get. I got X. Okay. Dang it. This is the worst letter. Literally the worst letter. I'm gonna honestly like really try to see what I have, and if I have anything with an X, I will choose it, but if not, I'm gonna have to pick a different letter. This happens every video. Like, I can't just get what I get and not get upset. Okay, so want to hear a funny story? I could not find anything that starts with X. I checked literally my entire makeup collection. The only thing that I have that starts with X is my Pat McGrath eyeliner in the shade Extreme Black, but I wasn't going to pan that because I'm trying to finish my black eyeliner already in this project, so I wasn't going to have two black eyeliners. So then I checked all of my skincare and all of my fragrances and my nail polishes. Nothing that starts with X. I tried to like generate another letter because I was like, okay, this is just not working. I tried my best. I'm gonna pick a new letter, and I did a screen recording of the letter that I was picking so that I wouldn't have to do it on screen again. So I'll insert that here, and I got X again. So clearly something in this world wants me to do X. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try again. And I was like, let me be creative. I was like, X is the Roman numeral 10. So I can think of, or I can look for something that has a 10 in it. So I thought of my She's a 10 palette from Dose of Colors, but then I was like, I literally just took that out of a project in September. I don't want to pan that again. And then I thought of my Essence blush that's in the shade 10, but that's literally in my That's So 2000s project already. So I was like, let me think about this again, and I rethought it, and I remembered I do have one thing in my collection that's a collab product, which is my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Divine Neutrals palette, and right here it says a Jaclyn Hill X Morphe, so it has an X in the name of it. So I'm gonna pan this. This palette I have not used all year. I've only used it once before, and I used it at the very end of 2022. So I just thought I'll put it in this project for no pan left behind goal. Shouldn't be too difficult because it's only 12 shades, but as I said, I'm panning so many eyeshadows. Luckily this is a neutral palette, and I've been very much into my neutrals lately. As you can see, I've been doing pretty much all neutrals for the past month. So I will be putting this in just for the next month until the finale. Hopefully I can reach my goal on this. I'm going to really try, since I only have a few shades left in the other palette to work on. So this will be going in, and I figured even though it's making my life a little bit more complicated, at least I'll actually be getting use on this palette this year, considering I've only used it once the entire time I've had it. It deserves some use. For the prompt travel, I just did what I did last time I got this prompt this year, and that was put in something that's travel sized, or that I would bring with me like as a travel sized item on a trip. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, I like to bring my perfume samples when I go on vacation because they're easy to just throw in my purse, and I'm putting another one of these in this project. This is the Juliet Has a Gun Not a Perfume sample. So this is the last of the little sample sizes that I got in that sampler pack that I bought like 11 months ago now. So I'm finally getting through them, and this is like pretty much my favorite perfume scent of all time. I have like 3 other like deluxe, or like I have 3 travel sizes of this exact scent, and also the full-size bottle, so I don't need this just hanging around. If I want to travel with it, I have some travel sizes already. So my goal will be to finish this, of course, and this will be very easy because the only other things that I'm wearing from now until the end of the year are some other perfume samples that are in some other projects, and I can just fly through those. So I'm excited to use this because I haven't panned one of like this scent I think this entire year. So yeah, I'm happy about this. So it is pretty late in the day. I spent a while looking for that X prompt. So I'm going to take a picture of my makeup, then I'm going to wash it off and go to bed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Wish me luck on my items. Other than this is not going to be done, by the end of the project next month. Other than that, I think I can get everything done. I will use this one more time just to line my lips, I promise you. And I for sure will be able to get those 4 shades used in the Gemini palette. I know I'll be able to finish my eyeliner because I figured I only have like 6 or 7 uses on this total before it's done. I know I'll be able to get through this perfume sample. It's my favorite scent ever, and it's such a tiny amount in there as well. And we'll see on this palette. I really, when I say it, I mean it this time. I'm really gonna push myself to use all of the shades in here by the end of the year. It really shouldn't be that difficult for me. So as long as I don't have a bunch of those days where I just can't get myself to put makeup on, I should be able to use every shade in here. And that's it for this. My wrist just cracked, sorry. That's it for this video. I'll see you in my next one. Check out Emily and all of the other people doing this project.